Well, our sharp focus this noon remains on the air quality in the national capital region. It has now deteriorated further to very poor category. The AQI in several areas has fallen past 300, with the entire region enveloped in a thick blanket of smog. Smog and pollution led to poor visibility as well early this morning, with residents facing several difficulties.
पोल्यूशन लेवल्स तो पिछले 10 से 12 दिन से दिल्ली के अंदर बढ़ रहे हैं। आज रियली फील हुआ है, मतलब आइस के अंदर, और देयर इज़ स्मॉग बहुत ज़्यादा है। मतलब आपने आसपास देखी है तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा स्मॉग है। तो आई थिंक ये तो काफ़ी यूजुअल है दिल्ली में, बट आई थिंक सिचुएशन इज़ नॉट गुड एट ऑल।
मॉर्निंग का जो फ्रेश एक एयर और आपको जो यहाँ का इन्वायरमेंट दिखता था, जो फ्रेशनेस आती थी, वो नहीं मिल रही है, राइट। उसी के लिए हमें अब थोड़ा सा लग रहा है कि हाँ नहीं, अब कुछ दिनों के लिए साइकिलिंग बंद कर देनी चाहिए। और जो फ्रेश, और अभी जैसे पोल्यूशन बढ़ जाए, जैसे फेस्टिवल सीजन में दिवाली के टाइम आते आते ये सारी चीज़ें फेस करनी पड़ती है। तो सेम अभी इफेक्ट वही आ गया है नज़र, जो हर साल हम देखते आ रहे हैं। इस साल भी सेम वही सिचुएशन आ रही है, दिवाली आ रही है और पोल्यूशन, और जैसे फेस्टिवल के टाइम पे इतना ज़्यादा जैसे जैसे ठंड आने लगती है पोल्यूशन बढ़ने लगता है।
अभी फ़िलहाल थोड़ा सा पोल्यूशन हमें फील हो रहा है, क्योंकि हम डेली चलाते हैं तो हमें वो वेदर पता लग जाता है। तो थोड़ा बहुत पोल्यूशन है, बट ठीक है, वेरिएबल है, इतना कोई दिक्कत नहीं है अभी तो।
Well, amid the worsening AQI, the Delhi government has now imposed GRAP 2 restrictions in the city. Delhi's Environment Minister Gopal Rai has also discussed the matter with neighboring states, which may have had a hand in leading to this kind of a deterioration of the air quality. Listen in.
दिल्ली में अब ठंड जो है वो बढ़ने लगी है, और साथ ही साथ जो हवा की स्पीड है वो भी कम हुई है। तो जितने पार्टिकुलर मैटर हैं वो अब नीचे आ रहे हैं। दिल्ली के अंदर ग्रैप का जो दूसरा चरण है उसको लागू कर दिया गया है। उनके अधिकारियों को आज दिल्ली सचिवालय में उनकी मीटिंग बुलाई गई है, जिससे कि चूंकि मौसम तो अपने हाथ में नहीं है, लेकिन जो सोर्सेज हैं उनको कंट्रोल किया जाए। ग्रैप 2 का जो चरण होता है उसमें मुख्य तौर पर जो वाटर स्प्रिंकलिंग है, सफाई है, साथ ही साथ उसके तहत जैसे बसें हैं, मेट्रो है, उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ाने का उसमें प्रावधान है। सभी राज्यों के जो पर्यावरण मंत्री थे, केंद्रीय पर्यावरण मंत्री थे, उन सबके सामने हमने अपनी बात रखी, और केंद्रीय पर्यावरण मंत्री ने और सभी जो मंत्री थे उन्होंने आश्वासन दिया कि उस पर हम लोग कार्रवाई करेंगे। अभी 1-2 दिन में थोड़ा सा और आकलन हो पाएगा कि वो कितना ज़्यादा उस पर अमल हो रहा है। ये दशहरा, दिवाली, पराली, अब ये तीनों का जो अब जंचर है वो समय आ गया है। तो अगला जो 15-20 दिन है वो निश्चित रूप से क्रूशियल है दिल्ली के लिए।
So yes, a decision has been arrived upon to invoke the stage 2 of GRAP, and that's what was just said by the Environment Minister as well. Like we said, several parts of the national capital are witnessing the AQI being recorded at more than 300. Let's quickly take you through this ground report from the national capital.
The air quality in the national capital is worsening day by day, and the overall air pollution levels had been recorded at 303, which is under the very poor category. And looking at that, Environment Minister Gopal Rai has called for a high-level meeting today. I am standing at the India Gate Circle, and let me show you these visuals around the due to the air pollution levels increasing day by day, heavy smog can be seen and visibility seems very low as well. Looking at the current situation, GRAP 2 of the pollution has been implemented, and Air Quality Management Commission has implemented strict rules as of now, and some restrictions will definitely be imposed in the upcoming days as well. This has been told that the levels of pollution is increasing due to slowing down of wind in the last few days, and the air has become more poisonous. This has been also given a reason by some of the officers that due to the stubble burning in the neighborhood states of Punjab and Haryana, the air quality has deteriorated severely, and in the upcoming days the situation could be alarming as well. Looking at that, certainly after today's high-level meeting, there could be some more restrictions after GRAP 2 already been implemented in the national capital to curb down the pollution levels in Delhi-NCR region.
Well, let's talk about the air quality in the maximum city, Mumbai, which has improved slightly but remains in the moderate category. We get you more details in this ground report.
Show you, I'm present here in Andheri, and you can clearly see the haze in the atmosphere amid these morning joggers who continue to jog in this polluted atmosphere. And what is more concerning, definitely Mumbai AQI is in the moderate condition, but suburban pockets are very much concerned, which are in the poor category. And we are joined by some of the joggers. Let's try and speak to them and understand. Sir, it's an important issue, and none other than you can understand how we are jogging in this environment.
Yes, I agree with you. It is very unfortunate that Mumbai suburbs have been facing for last few days very high AQI. We never faced this problem in the past. And one of the culprits, if I may say so, is the construction industry.
बहुत ज़रूरी है. देखिए, मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको, ये जो कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री जो है ना, ये लोगों ने जो मचा रखा है, ये लोग काम यहाँ कर रहे हैं, और इनकी जब खुदाई होती है, उसके बाद जब ये मट्टी को उठाने का टाइम आता है, तो इनकी जब ट्रक्स आते हैं, ट्रक्स वालों को इनको इंस्ट्रक्ट करना चाहिए कि जब आप चलाते हो तो आप देखना चाहिए कि जाते जाते ये लोग इतनी मट्टी छोड़ के जाते हैं. अब मैं रोज सुबह देखता हूँ ये बेचारे जो साफ करने वाले कर्मचारी है, जितने भी बेचारे, वो पूरे साफ करके थक गए. वो लोग ये बोलते हैं, साहब ये कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री वाले इतना यहाँ पर मट्टी डाले हैं, हम लोग क्या करें.
Well, as the national capital turns quite literally into a gas chamber, we've opened our call-in lines as well, since people have been facing a lot of difficulties. We've been speaking to people, especially early in the morning. And let's quickly, on that note, open this up with our experts also joining us this noon. We have Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta, Delhi BJP spokesperson, along with political analyst Sanjeev Kaushik. Mr. Kaushik, first up, want to begin by asking you कि क्या किया जा सकता है. साल दर साल हम देखते हैं यही घटनाएं घटती रहती हैं, यही परेशानियां लोगों को झेलनी पड़ती है, पर कुछ बदलता नहीं है. सर,
देखिए, हमें इस बात को तो ध्यान में रखना ही होगा कि दिल्ली में जितने भी प्रदूषण है उसमें 31% ही केवल दिल्ली राष्ट्रीय राजधानी की उसमें भूमिका है. बाकी दिल्ली से बाहर के जो भी स्रोत हैं उसके वजह से पोल्यूशन ज्यादा होता है. हम जानते हैं कि 69% के आसपास में, वो चाहे फरीदाबाद हो, गुड़गांव हो, हरियाणा हो, यूपी एनसीआर हो, उन जगहों पे जो काम चल रहे होते हैं उनके वजह से, या फैक्ट्रियां चल रही होती है उनके वजह से ये प्रदूषण के हालात ऐसे होते हैं. इसके बावजूद दिल्ली की सरकार ने
डस्ट, व्हीकल्स, डोमेस्टिक फ्यूल बर्निंग, कंस्ट्रक्शन, ये सब तो दिल्ली में भी बहुत जोरों शोरों से चल रहा है ना कौशिक साहब.
इसी के बारे में मैं कह रहा था कि 3 दिन पहले भी यहाँ की दिल्ली की सरकार ने एक बैठक बुलाई थी, और उस बैठक में केंद्र सरकार के पर्यावरण मंत्रालय के साथ भी बैठक में उन्होंने स्पष्ट रूप से कहा था कि आप हमें एक गाइडलाइन दें या आप हमें सहयोग करें. चूंकि दिल्ली में हम जानते हैं कि डीजल से संबंधित जितने वाहन है उनको यदि एंट्री मिलेगी तो प्रदूषण का काम, प्रदूषण पे नियंत्रण नहीं किया जा सकता. या पटाखे जो इस त्योहारी मौसम जो चल रहे हैं उसमें पटाखों का भी एक बहुत बड़ा रोल होता है इस प्रदूषण को फैलाने में. तो और सरकार ने भी जो ग्रैप 2 चरण के बारे में वो लगातार बात कर रहे हैं कि सड़कों पे पानियों के छिड़काव हो, पटाखों पे नियंत्रण किया जाए, या जो निर्माण कार्य है उस पर भी अंकुश लगाने की बात हो. तो लगातार सरकार इस पर काम कर रही है और केंद्रीय एजेंसियों के साथ मिलकर वो काम करने का प्रयास कर रही है. लेकिन मैंने कहा कि इसके साथ साथ
सरकार काम तो हर साल करती ही है और ऐसे वादे भी हर साल करती है, पर मेरा सवाल बस इतना है, और डॉक्टर अनिल कुमार गुप्ता के पास आई वांट टू गो आफ्टर दिस, बट मेरा सवाल बस इतना है कि क्या किया जा सकता है इस समस्या को लेके, क्योंकि आपने लोगों से खुद सुना, बाहर जो निकले, साइकिल करने निकले, वॉक करने निकले, और ये तस्वीरें खुद बता रही हैं कितनी भारी संख्या में लोगों को डिफिकल्टी हो रही है, परेशानी हो रही है.
हाँ, निश्चित तौर पे परेशानी है. हम जानते हैं बच्चों के लिए भी परेशानी है, बुजुर्गों के लिए भी परेशानी है, रोज सुबह में पार्क में निकलने वाले लोगों के लिए भी परेशानी है. तो हर साल इस तरह की परिस्थितियों का सामना करना पड़ता है. और दिल्ली सरकार लगातार, मैंने कहा कि ये केवल दिल्ली सरकार के बूते की बात नहीं है कि दिल्ली सरकार ऐसा कोई जादू की छड़ी घुमा दे. दिल्ली सरकार काम कर रही है, केंद्रीय एजेंसियां भी साथ में काम कर रही है. लेकिन मैंने कहा कि अगल बगल के जो स्रोत हैं जो प्रदूषण को फैलाने वाले, उस पर भी नियंत्रण लगाने की जरूरत है. और ये मुझे लगता है कि इस पे यदि केंद्र सरकार ज्यादा संजीदगी के साथ यदि कदम बढ़ाए तो वो ज्यादा कारगर होगा.
Well, Mr. Kaushik, we've seen, you know, every state government passing the buck to the other. holding the central government in a sense also responsible for the deteriorating air quality. Every year that's the same case. Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta, but nothing really concrete happens on ground wherein we can see a marked difference from the previous year. And this goes for any government, sir, be it the Congress government in the national capital earlier or the Aam Aadmi Party for the last 9 years.
Namaskar to you and all the viewers. I've been talking on this subject for last several months. The root cause of this increase in the pollution is mainly because of the Delhi government. Let me speak technically on this subject. You know, AQI has 8 parameters: PM 2.5, PM 10, ozone, NOx, sulfur, carbon monoxide, ammonia, and lead. If you see the AQI of today of any monitoring station, let's see the monitoring station of Pusa or Shadipur, the AQI is roughly in between 350 and 400. And if I see the parameters, the major contribution of the highest is PM 10 and PM 2.5. So that is the solely responsibility of the Delhi government. You know, Delhi has roughly 28,508 kilometers of roads. If you go everywhere, you will find lot of dust, lot of C&D waste and everything. And that is a major cause of this PM 2.5 and PM 10. You know, as per the latest report, Delhi generates roughly 11,320 tons of C&D waste regularly. And as per their report, they are not able to treat 3,100 tons of this, and that is lying everywhere. So that is the cause. You know, even if it is not winter, the AQI of Delhi is roughly 150 and 200. They are not cleaning the Delhi. They have a budget of 75,000 crore. They are not doing. They are doing only the cosmetic work. You know, we know everywhere in the winter season.
But Mr. Kaushik is saying, Dr. Gupta, Mr. Kaushik is saying that it's also incumbent upon the neighboring states to help the Delhi government and the central government, most importantly.
Let me complete this.
He says it's not a Delhi-limited problem.
I'm talking of the environment. I've been working in environment. I'm a doctorate in environment. I'm looking after this subject. You know, in every time before the winter season, also the AQI of Delhi is roughly 150 and 200. Why is that so? Why the AQI of Delhi is never gone to 50? Major reason. You know, if you talk technically, out of 8 parameters, the major contribution is 2.5 and 10. And you know, in winter season, there is a parali burning, something. Central government has done a lot. The lead is free now. We don't have a pollution of the lead. We don't have carbon monoxide, is hardly 15. So when you check the parameters of the AQI, it is the major source. And the self-generation, unless until we clean Delhi, they are only doing the cosmetic, they are only coming up with the hotspot, nothing more than that. I'm telling you, you take your team to all over Delhi, to all over roads, you will find a lot of dust everywhere. That is a contribution. And when in this winter season, the weather is this, it is not able to go, dispersion is not there, so it is increasing. So if your AQI is roughly 50 in the non-winter season, then only you are able to meet this thing.
Okay.
And this
before I let Mr. Kaushik
government
respond to the arguments you've put forward, let me go across to my colleague Swati joining us with the latest statistics, the data that we've managed to gather on what the situation, the AQI in several parts of Delhi-NCR is. Swati.
Right, Prithvi, like you said, there are some internal factors like traffic and construction, but apart from that, as far as Delhi is concerned, you know, stubble burning is the major factor that contributes in pollution, air pollution here in Delhi, and it makes the air in Delhi unbreathable. What I have here is a satellite image of how the stubble burning in fact has increased. Look at the concentration of these red dots here. I'm trying to highlight this region in the state of Punjab, and these red dots here signify the stubble burning which is happening in Punjab. Now in the past we've seen the matter reach the Supreme Court. Delhi was called the gas chamber. Government's promised to do a lot in terms of taking measures to stop stubble burning, but that clearly is not working on ground because farmers continue to resort to stubble burning, and these red dots that you see, a concentration of these dots here, tell you that it continues, which is in fact impacting the air quality in the national capital.
Okay, many thanks for that, Swati. Let's hear it from the residents of Delhi. We have Vedantam Giri calling us from the national capital. Good afternoon, Vedantam.
Yeah, good afternoon. Actually, there's a lot of construction activity that is going on in Delhi. Nothing is being done to stop the construction activity. Even though there are rules, they are totally flouted. This should be taken care by the government.
Okay, you're saying rules are flouted. Now that a decision has been arrived to invoke GRAP stage 2, let's see if there are changes that we see on ground take place or implementations to that effect. Many thanks, Mr. Vedantam, for speaking to us. Viewers, feel free to call in and express your views on this very concerning situation in the national capital. The air you're breathing is toxic, and that's why we've opened our call-in lines as well. Going across to our guests once again, as my colleague Swati highlighted, Mr. Kaushik, you saw the patches of stubble burning, which clearly indicated that the biggest source is the state of Punjab, wherein you have the Aam Aadmi Party in power. How are you raising it with your, neighbor and also the party colleagues in the state?
मैंने कहा कि दिल्ली के खराब वायु के गुणवत्ता की वजह से केवल दिल्ली ही इसके कारण नहीं है, दिल्ली के अगल बगल के स्टेट और दिल्ली के अगल बगल में जो चल रही गतिविधियां हैं वो भी कारण है। ये बात बिल्कुल सही है कि यदि पंजाब में इस तरह की पराली की घटनाएं जो जलाने की बात आप करते हैं, उसके लिए वहां भी चूंकि आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार वहां है, इसलिए आपके लिए ये या लोगों के लिए ये आसान हो जाता है कि आप ये बात भी पूछें उनसे कि वहां पे इस तरह की घटनाएं क्यों हो रही है। पहले आप उस पर शिकायत करते थे, तो आज क्या स्थिति है। लगातार वहां भी सरकारें काम कर रही हैं, लेकिन मैं सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूं कि ये जो मौसम होता है, इस मौसम में ठंड बढ़ने की वजह से ऊपर से हवा का दबाव बनता है, और जो काम चल रहे हैं, कंस्ट्रक्शन के काम चल रहे हैं, चाहे धुओं की बात हो या फिर डीजल से संबंधित,
आप कह रहे हैं पराली की वजह से समस्या है और सरकारें काम कर रही हैं, और मेरा सवाल कौशिक साहब अभी भी यही है कि जो काम चल रहा है उसका नतीजा हम क्यों नहीं देख पा रहे हैं। बिफोर आई कम बैक टू यू गेस्ट, stay on with us. Our viewers continue to dial in this noon. Now we have Mr. Srinivasan calling us from Belgavi. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Actually, we should go to the root cause of the problem. Previously, some government was there, now some government is there. They all tell the same story. The root cause of the problem is the farmer cannot afford a parali removing machine all by himself, even on subsidy, because it is used only 2 or 3 days a year. They should have a community machine which can be given on rent at a very reasonable cost. The farmer will definitely use it. The farmer doesn't have any joy in generating smoke and putting a hazardous health to people. Thank you.
Okay, many thanks, Mr. Srinivasan, for speaking to us. The root cause must be looked into and addressed at the earliest is what you're suggesting. We'll go across to our experts once again on that, but we have Rajneesh also calling us from the national capital. Before we take in a word from our experts, Rajneesh, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. I would like to ask the panelists, everybody is focusing on the reasons that have been done on a loop a number of times. Every time, this time of the year, we're discussing all this. But nobody is focusing on the cracker problem, in Delhi. A lot of people are bursting crackers, and I don't know when they are banned by the court and all, how these crackers sneak in and the
Okay.
Then you see the amount of crackers that are burst. That also contribute to the pollution. I hope somebody looks at it.
Okay, and Diwali is still ahead of us, so it most certainly is a concerning factor. Thank you, sir, for speaking to us. Going across to our guest once again, Mr. Kaushik, another viewer said something very interesting. And to talk about the stubble burning problem, you've been saying that governments are working in coordination, but the fact remains that the centre has come out to deny that the allegations that are being leveled by both the Punjab government and the government of the national capital, saying that we are extending as much help. You're unnecessarily pinning the blame on us. So where is the problem? Why is this issue not being addressed at the earliest?
हम केवल पंजाब की ही बात क्यों कर रहे हैं? हम लगातार ये बात बोल रहे हैं कि दिल्ली की ये समस्या है आसपास के स्टेट की वजह से भी है, और उसमें 69% इन लोगों की भूमिका है, इन स्टेट की भूमिका है। हमने कहा कि इसके लिए जब तक दिल्ली सरकार तब तक सफल नहीं हो सकती है जब तक कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की एजेंसियां
नहीं, पर जो एनवायरमेंट मिनिस्टर है मिस्टर कौशिक, वो कह रहे हैं कि सेंटर कैश इंसेंटिव नहीं दे रहा है फार्मर्स को टू डिस्पोज ऑफ देयर क्रॉप रेजिड्यूज। क्या ये दिक्कत आ रही है?
नहीं, दिक्कत तो निश्चित तौर पे मैंने कहा कि बगैर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के सहयोग के ये संभव नहीं है। सीधा एक लाइन में किसी भी स्टेट की गवर्नमेंट यदि चाहे कि प्रदूषण हम कम कर दें, चूंकि आसपास के स्टेट से यदि इस तरह के प्रदूषण की बात होती है, या उसके लिए एक व्यूअर्स ने जो बताया कि निश्चित तौर पे पराली को अपने खेतों से हटा पाना किसी भी किसान के लिए ये आसान काम नहीं है। वो सबसे सुविधाजनक वो काम देखता है और वो वहां पे वो उसे जलाता है और उससे वो मुक्ति चाहता है। तो उसके लिए जो पैसे खर्च खर्च करने की बात है। निश्चित तौर पे वो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट पिछली बार भी
Okay, so the central government needs to step in to provide alternatives to farmers so that we don't see the situation we're seeing on our screens. Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta, these visuals are from Amritsar of stubble burning. So it's continuing and it's on and it's for everybody to see. What do you do about the situation? Mr. Kaushik is saying it's upon the central government to come out and help as much as they can.
I'm going to tell you what central government is doing from this issue. But let me just say what Kejriwal is doing. You know, Gopal Rai is roaming around in Delhi villages and saying he is using biodecomposer to root out this stubble burning. Why don't they use this biodecomposer in Punjab? They spend lot of crores of rupees in advertising, but they have no issue in Punjab. Second thing, central government has done a lot to control this. Let me give some reason. See, central government last year made a rule. Now 5% of the fuel in NTCB plants.
See, stubble burning is going on, and what we have learned from the farmers, they are saying they are forced to go for the stubble burning because they are not able to get any proper equipment from the state government, and that is one of the reasons why they are continuing this stubble burning. We have seen this has become one of the major issue near Dussehra and Diwali festival, and specifically we have seen so many times the people from national capital, they have been claiming because of stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana, whole national capital choked in these days. What the precautions had been taken by the state government, this is not yet to be clear what type of precaution had been taken. So many times we have seen Aam Aadmi Party government, when it was ruling in national capital, they had blamed Punjab government, saying that this Punjab government is responsible to not to stop this stubble burning in the state of Punjab, and that was the reason why the pollution level in these days, especially in the festival days in Dussehra and Diwali, it goes up. So now we can see these visuals from the ground at this point of time, how the farmer, they are continuing this stubble burning, and what was the reason behind this, why the government has not been able to provide them a proper equipment so that this stubble burning should not go. So this time again we have seen political parties, they are blaming each other, saying because the government has not been able to provide them proper infrastructure, and that is possible reason why this stubble burning is still continuing. But once again, I'll request my Vijay to keep on showing these visuals.
That must be focused upon, as the viewers of Times Now have also opined. The solution is what needs to be looked at in detail. Year after year, the situation remains the same. Stubble burning remains a major contributor to the deteriorating air quality in the national capital as well. Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta, Mr. Kaushik, many thanks for joining us this afternoon. We're keeping a sharp focus on the pollution levels in the national capital, also in Mumbai. A quick break for now, though.